to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play. All right, guys, let's talk a second about Cal. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field. Grab near the marker. It's James.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Quick completion on the out. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for room, it's Cox. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games.
There he goes! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll run it from the gun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quick pass on the fly motion. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. At the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Golden Bears are in the hurry-up. The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cal!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterbacks got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. The short hands. It's Flores. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups.
Turning it on! Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Finds his back in the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Listen, when you got a big sucker like that at quarterback, all he's got to do is lean forward, and he's going to get that fourth down. He just does a great job getting behind the offensive line, falling forward, and getting the big fourth down conversion.
Quickly to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Thomas.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Let's take a minute and talk about Cal. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Oh, he's got some space. He now has 56 yards rushing already here in the 1st half. It's a season opener, but he's in mid-season form. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's James. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
And the Golden Bears trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete on the right side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. With the catch, it's Matthews. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Great coverage, great break on the ball, had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Catch in the middle, it's Cox. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Wants to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's on 4th down, and he's still going. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bruin!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half. Close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
It's incomplete. And I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Another incompletion on third down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it here.
Wants to return it. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. The quick out. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking to throw on first down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The chains, now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's got an open man. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Lost a throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller, and they close.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Golden Bears will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Flores. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Catch in the middle, it's Cox. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Got his man on the right. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. On his feet at the 40. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like hopping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense.
Touchdown, UCLA! And the comeback is on. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. To 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Back open in the middle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's King. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Got it set up on the outside. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And not much going on downfield. They just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Fires to the big fella. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down.
Turning it on! He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that thing.
And the Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll go to the air on third and short. Got it in the middle. It's King. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Golden Bears started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Slams it ahead. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. First and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can...
Touchdown, Golden Bears! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Got the quick pass. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from that.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. And the Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. Fires to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. trying to pick up a first down. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run the screen. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The give out of the gun. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Golden Bears are marching down the field. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got the tight end outside. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the catch. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The Golden Bears trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory, as we have victory formation coming. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory.